cooting upward.
Any kusim.
If they want to sign it again, then I can take him in. You know?
Maybe they can sign on the deed over there by you, Ellen. Is that a good deed or not?
You guys.
Wait. I have Dvar Torah. 30 seconds. I was talking to my son, Akiva in Eretz Yisrael, and he's learning Masachet Gittin. And I asked him the Shaila, why don't we start with Rabbi Lazar, that the Masira, the Eidim Masira Karse is what's important. The Eidim that see the transmission of the get from the husband to the woman, from the Shaliach to the woman, that's what makes the get kosher. All this stuff, it's all Habatzor. It's not.
Right, yeah. That's
so
right.
He said, and he thought he was saying in the name of the Ksav Sofer, the Chasam Sofer, he wasn't sure. But he said he learned that since giving a divorce is a bad thing to do, even though there's, that the Kosel cries, and the end of Masechta is how negative it is, the Gemara wants to start the Masechta on an upbeat note. On, well, really, when can you give a get? And it's a good thing to do. If you're b'medina Sayyam, it doesn't look like you're going to return, and you don't want to leave your wife in a guna. So you have a mitzvah, give your wife a get. And in that case, you say b'faninat b'faninat.
So it starts on an upbeat. It starts on
exactly.
an take.
Kiva altar. That's what he had to say.
Beautiful.
Nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well worth tens of thousands of dollars you spent.
And there are many.
Harold,
I can't wait to hear everybody.
There are many people tonight here in Los Angeles that are happy because the Celtics got a schmuttering.
Yes. I love it. So happy.
I've got a very big smile.
Rick Riley, he was okay.
It's just innate in us that when the Celtics lose, we're very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, because from 1962 to 1969, the Lakers were beat 7 times by the Celtics.
Yep.
And I lived through all the Jerry West, Elgin Bay, they could never beat them, except finally Kobe beat them, in 2009. It was all
Magic also.
Oh yeah, Magic, yeah.
Magic
come on,
also. I
come
was at
on,
that game.
come on,
Magic
Ernie.
beat him also.
Yeah, Magic in
And
1985.
they did it. And they did
85.
it
Abdul
there.
Jabbar.
Remember, they did it
They
there.
did it there. After
Right.
the Memorial Day massacre, they got killed and they came back and won 3 straight. Correct. But Jerry West never beat the Celtics. He won a championship with Wilt in 73, but never was able to beat the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on Yud Aleph Lamed Beis, the Mishnah. Ha'omer tein gets it l'ishti, ushtar shichur zela avdi. Person sends a shaliach, give a get. Im ratza lachzor b'shneihem yachzor. Divrei Meir. As long as the mishaleach changes his mind before the document reaches the recipient, he can be chayzer. The Chachamim omer b'gitei noshim, yes. Aval lo b'shichur avadim. Chachamim agree that he can change his mind by a divorce, but not by a freedom document, for a reason. There is a concept. If I'm walking on the street and there's a lottery ticket, and George is the owner of the lottery ticket, and I pick up the lottery, I can be, since it's a schus for him, because he's a winner, I can be zocha for him without even him knowing. By me picking it up and doing a kinyan on it, it already belongs to George without him even knowing about it. Now, if there was an IOU, if let's say there's an IOU, George owes somebody $1,000 and I pick it up, I can't be chavla adam shaloi b'fanav. I can't create a liability for somebody when he's not there, but I can for a zechus. So when the moment the owner gives the get shichrur to the shaliach is zoicha, the freedom for the eved, because it's a schus for him to be free.
By the way, the people are, the nature of people is the exact opposite. If they picked up a lottery ticket, they would be zoiche for themselves, not for somebody else. And if they picked up again, if somebody owes money to, they'd be only too happy to give it to him. So
Okay, but we are supposed to have a different midah.
I understand.
Ve'ein chavin lo ela b'fanav. You can't pick up a liability for somebody unless he's there. She'im yirtze shelo lozunis avdo rishai. We're going to learn in depth that a master of an Evet Kanani can say, you work for me and I don't have to feed you. Now, you cannot do that. So it's a schus for him to leave that kind of situation. A woman, the ksuba document obliges you to feed her, right? So Nesuin is always a schus for the woman to stay married. Omer lahem. So Rav Meir responded, Varehu poiselas avdo menat truma, kishem shu poiselas ishto. Now he's not this Eved, if he was owned by a Kohen, cannot eat truma anymore. Just like if a Yisrael woman, while she's married to a Kohen, cannot eat truma anymore. So in a sense, it's a chayv for the Evet to go free. He says there's a different reason. An Evet is a personal asset. It's not because of his ability to feed him his zoinos or not. He's his kinyan kaspoy. And since it's his kinyan kaspoy, he can, just like he can feed his animal truma. He can feed his Evet truma, not because of this issue of mezoinos or not mezoinos. Yosef Rav Yitzchak Bar Yosef Kamen Rav Yirmiyah, Yosef Rav Yirmiyah, the Kamen Namne. Rav Huna and Rav Yitzchak were sitting in front of Yirmiyah. Rav Yirmiyah was sort of taking a nap. The Yosef Rav Huna v'Ka'amar, and Rav Huna stated, Shmami Nomin Rabbanon, from the Chachamim who argue with Rav Meir, that the owner cannot go back on his star shikhr that he gives to a shaliach, because it's already, this shaliach was already zoiche on behalf of the Eved, the fact that he's free. We're going to learn Shmami and Rabbana Toifes Lebal Choiv Kana. Person owes money, and I go to the borrower and grab assets of the borrower on behalf of the Balchav, on behalf of the creditor. So that's a schus for the Malva. He's kana. By, just like a shaliach grabs on behalf of the Eved, a person can grab on behalf of a Balchav. What if this person had other he owed other people money, and by giving money to one, you're cuffing out other people who could have got paid back by that loven. If he's being toifes for one Baal Choiv, he's creating a liability for the other Balei Choivim. So the other guys are losing on his behalf. Omer in. He said, even b'makom shechav lacherim, he can be toifes. Adahachi, meanwhile, Isser b'hu Rabbi Yirmiyah. Rabbi Yirmiyah woke up. Amalu dardiki, children. Hachi Omer Rav Yochanan. Toifes lebalchav b'makom shechav lacherim loy kana. If I grab assets from a borrower where that borrower owed other people money, I'm not koina on behalf of that balcha that I was trying to grab for. the im toimar, and if you're going to bring as a proof Mishnah Seinu, that the shaliach benefits for the Eved when he gets the freedom document, that's different, because he was instructed. When the owner said Tain Shichr Zela Avdi, it's already a zchus for him. Or he said bizoicha for him. Here, a guy went independently to the lova and grabbed on behalf of the balchot. Nobody told him to do it. Okay, that's what Rav Yirmiyah responded. On Rav Chisda, you know this question of a toifus lebalkov b'malkom shechav lacherim, that if a person goes to a borrower and grabs assets on behalf of one of the creditors, and even though he has other creditors, it's totally the machloikes. Banu lemachloikes Rabbi Eliezer Rabbon. This now. Mi shaliket esapeya. One of the gifts to the aniyim is that when you have a field and you harvest the field, you have to leave the four corners of the field unharvested for the aniyim. Now, if somebody goes ahead, who's not a poor person, and picks up peya, v'omar harezu ploint leploini oni, I'm picking it up for such and such oni, for Chaim Yankel the oni. Now here, it's similar, because by him picking up peya for that oni, he's depriving the other aniyim from taking it. Rabbi Eliezer Omar Zachaloi. The Chachamim Omrim Yitnu la'ani anim sarishom. He has to give what he picked up to the first ani he meets. So Rabbi Eliezer seems to hold, even though he's mafsid the other anim, he's causing the other anim Allahs, he's allowed to be zoicha for a specific ani. So he's going to say that a toifus lebalcha b'makom shechavla frame kona, and the Chachamim will argue. They're trying to analogize the same machloikas here to here. Amar Ameima.
Ernie, hold on.